Marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gonna run again here with Pollard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Cardinals at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Wilson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pollard again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This defense for the Cards, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Wilson. Swinging this out for Pollard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He finds his man complete. It's Shaw. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets him to the 9-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football.
I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Wilson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra big good by Prater. And it's 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
On 2nd and 12, Fields. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. Now Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And that was one that I kind of saw coming, Charles. A free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder,
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot down fight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Throwing again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Fields throw taken in by Thornton. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
He's going to air one out. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Play action. Fields
rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
back to the air. Fields on 2nd down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. And that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And the Eagles will take over here
as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now a first down throw. Fields slant route, and he finds Thornton. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Fields.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing again is Fields.
Touchdown!
Tyquan Thornton.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. They got his man complete. Past the 20. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Cards would extend their lead here just before halftime. Prater for the extra point. It's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run with Sanders, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Sanders, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give here to Pollard. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Run for Pollard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Shaw. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now it's Wilson.
Got a man. It's McBride complete.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Pollard is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, 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 and finally the haymaker to put that drive away.
To 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
They'll elect to bring it out here to the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Fielded at about the 28. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. The offense on third down tonight, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Shaw. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The 30. 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 77 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, wide open, complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 57 yards. They'll run with Pollard. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And It's a Cardinal touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Prater for the extra point. Lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals will take over possession here up at the 44. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it, running right through it. And he's got some space here. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game, and good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A big effort to take it all the way back for 6, and how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be
be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 30 on second down, Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Running right, here's Sanders. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. To throw is Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Wilson wants to throw it. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Charles, normally when you see a group scrum...